What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Blue Rock TV. You know how it is, you know how we do. Damn, what a night. Like, I feel exhausted as hell. I don't know about you guys, but I feel extremely exhausted from last night. It seemed like there was so much going on last night, so much going on. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it today because, Blueface unfollowed Chrisean again. Chrisean drops the face tattoo. Blueface's face tattoo. Shows us a bit of a jail call, and then she speaks out a bit. So there's so much to talk about. Of course, Karlissa had to get messy with it right away and clout chase the situation. So where does this really leave the circus, you guys? And did the marriage really happen? Because a lot of people now are having mixed feelings and different opinions about that. I mean, I think they've had that the whole time, but I guess that continues to stir up in the internet. So we got the tea so you don't miss a thing, all right? So let's get the show started. Welcome to Blue Rock TV's live show, where we spill the tea on the celebrities you love and hate. So sit back and hold on to your seats, but don't hold back. Get in the live chat, because it's about to get juicy. Oh, what it is. What's going on, Letrice? How's it going?
What's going on? What's going on? I slept through every single doggone thing, but I woke up to chaos. So I'm ready to get into some things.
Not you sleeping through everything. But when you woke up, you're like, wait, what the heck happened?
Listen, I mean, when you're dealing with the circus, everything it's always uneventful, right? So I expect, things to happen here or there. You could be chilling, watching Netflix, Love After Lockup per Jazz. And, just all of a sudden, boom, all hell and chaos breaks loose. So I guess it's any given Sunday, but it's never ending. It's never ending.
I hear that. Never ending for real. But lately it's been quiet, and then all of a sudden, boom, a bunch of things happen, and then it goes quiet, and boom, a bunch of things happen. At least that's definitely what it feels like for me. Jazzy's up in the chat and says, "I worked a double. I was up for it." It was crazy, man. It was crazy. I was up till late in the night. Then fell asleep, then woke up again at some point in the morning, and I'm like, oh damn, Chrisean did something. So then I had to, get at that, and but we have all of it. We have everything for those who missed it, for those who missed some of the videos, missed what's going on. Once a bit of the full story of kind of what transpired, you're at the right place. Don't forget to hit subscribe. What's up, chat? What's going on, Carmizzi? What's going on, T Jackson? We see you, Kimberly. What's up, Tea Time? You want to shout anybody out in the chat?
No, I just want to tell everybody thank you for always being here and being supportive. So we really appreciate that.
There you have it. Yes, and I do want to thank the mods again for being around today on short notice. You know how it is. Sometimes things just pop up and we kind of have to get right into it. So yesterday I think the big thing was we're all kind of trying to figure out that mall incident and talking about that and all that kind of stuff. And then, we were, all of a sudden faced yesterday with, I guess, Blueface unfollowing Chrisean Rock, right? That was something that right away kind of stirred up the internet late last night. And people were wondering, like, what the heck was going on? Why this all of a sudden, right? Because there was the move where they both changed their profile photo to the King of Crabs, I guess, business logo for the restaurant, who knows, but all of a sudden he unfollowed her, and that kind of stirred things up. People were kind of wondering what was going on. I think for the most part, though, viewers who've been around for a while kind of potentially had a feeling, what's going on. Did you have any thoughts about this part, Letrice? I know it might have been different for you because you woke up with kind of everything all at once.
No, but I thought that he had a temper tantrum as he normally does. Like I said in my stories, he had a temper tantrum like his mammy does. When they don't have their way or they don't get their way, they act out. So he acted out. We know that how Jonathan gets about Chrisean. Baby, I don't know what Chrisean got between them two little sticks of hers, but baby, that thing causes people to crash out. Do you hear me?
Completely, right? Because one minute we saw a strong stance, about the child, the marriage, profile changes, all that kind of stuff, and then we're back to this, where some of us may have assumed that, some of us may have assumed that these games would continue. I think some still have hope and faith and was thinking that this might be something, that would put a positive change in the right direction, hopefully for the both of them. But here we go. We were watching an unfollow, so I have to admit that kind of started to stir things up right away, right? And then, that wasn't really the big moment on the internet. Like when Chrisean Rock does something, that's when things really kind of jump out there, right? And I think that's what we saw yesterday, right? When Chrisean Rock released the jail call, I guess, that she had with Blueface.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Any thoughts about that? On the moment that she had released that, she released the photo tattoo as well.
The photo tattoo that we said was there, that people say it wasn't.
Exactly.
Let's stay there for a second. The photo tattoo that they said we didn't see. The photo tattoo that we gave the exact month and date of when, around what time that it was there, that it was put on him, that she confirmed last night. Oh, that tattoo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that tattoo, what I'm saying? And that is true, for those who rock with us and seeing the live that Chase and I did on, we did, tell everybody about this particular tattoo, right? We did mention that Blueface had got a Chrisean tattoo. We did mention that we had heard it was on the left side of the jaw. We did mention as well that it was in some sort of cursive writing, right? So, we really, like we said, sometimes you guys, we got these sources in the back, they are quite helpful. They do what they do, that sources are supposed to do. And at times we're able to give that information out sooner than later, right? But just another proof of that. And like we all see here, the tattoo is there, right? He most definitely got a tattoo. Now there is a debate, we can't lie, there is a debate now of people saying, who the tattoo is for, right? Is a tattoo for Chrisean, Porter, or Chrisean Jesus Porter, right? Because one minute they want to run with the narrative that it's not his son, but the next minute they want to run with the narrative that it's not for Chrisean and he got it for his son.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. So which one is it? They continually move the goalposts. They continuously move the goalposts to match their crazy theories. So first, he wasn't the daddy. Now he is the daddy. All because it all just leads back to whatever they can come up with to go against Chrisean. That's all it is. So, baby, let them have as many theories that makes them feel good. At the end of the day, they're still all window lickers.
And at the end of the day, there still is a Chrisean tattoo on his face. Now there are rumors, and we've heard it as well. I mean, I've heard it, and I'm pretty sure Tracy, you've probably heard it by now too, in your DMs from some of the sources, that there are rumors that he is removing it, but nothing confirmed, nothing for sure. This is just things that we've heard, and that could be just as much as the unfollow, right? Where it's, he's feeling a certain feeling at the moment. So who knows what he's going to go through with, who knows what he hasn't went through with yet. But there's no confirmation that tattoo has been removed. As of right now, we just have confirmation that tattoo is on his face. So as much as that might upset Karlissa, you know what I'm saying? Right now, Karlissa, it's on his face. So unless there's proof that it's gone, like we say, we can only really hear from them and see from them to truly believe it.
Well, we can't believe anything that Karlissa says. Karlissa does not speak to him. Karlissa she doesn't know when the last time she has spoken to him. So Karlissa is going to do whatever Karlissa needs to do to make herself feel good. This isn't about anybody else. This is about her. This is the same woman who said God told her he was going to marry Meg the Stallion. This is that same woman. So whatever Karlissa says, it's a lie. It's a lie. I automatically believe it because she just says whatever she wants to say to make herself feel good. That's it.
Now, the other thing is Karlissa claims that she knew about the tattoo, right? But I'd like her to show some kind of receipt that she knew about that before any bloggers mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times she don't really know about much until after the fact. So it would be quite interesting, for me at least, to see that.
Say that one more time, Blue Rock. I missed you.
No, I was saying that Karlissa, she states that she knew about the tattoo on Blueface's face, the Chrisean tattoo. She claims
Yeah,
she
because we
knew
told
about
her.
it. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
because we told her.
but right. So but I would love to see if she truly knew that before the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like before any blogger put it out there, right? If she had any receipts to prove that.
She knew because we told her. We could, and guess what? I'm gonna pat our back some more. I'm gonna pat both of us on the back anymore, some more, because you're not, you're just not gonna do it, but I am. Like, we could have told her about that about the. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Go ahead. I'll tell you after. I'm not gonna do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'll tell you after.
Ooh,
that was close.
That was close. I almost let the cat out the bag.
Right. TT says if he removed it because she went to the mall, I'm done with Blueface, and that's another thing that we might want to clarify, because I think Karlissa, she's putting out some statements out there about things that make it sound as if she didn't listen to him or she went against what he said, when in reality, I think if you had heard it, and we do have the videos, we're going to play the video what Chrisean said and things like that, but in reality, when you had heard what Chrisean said, you would know that this is a conversation that her and Blueface had after the fact, right? That's what I got from it. It wasn't something that she spoke to Blueface about and then all of a sudden, went on and did, regardless of what he had said, or had asked, right? I think let's go ahead and play what Chrisean had said last night. For the viewers or some people that didn't get a chance to see that, and then let's continue, I think, here. Now before I actually do that, I do want to let you guys know we are going to drop the StreamYard link here for viewers that want to jump up and share some of their opinions. It is going to be quite short today, your opinion, no offense or any of that, but about a minute or so for each, just so we can keep the show going. But let's go ahead now and play Chrisean's part from last night.
Y'all know, y'all been following my little journey with surrendering, giving.
Oh, I want to start that off in the beginning again.
We're not together. Y'all know, y'all been following my little journey with surrendering, giving up secular music, people, places, and things. That's what I call it, right? Just giving it up for real, and then just trying to navigate this journey with God for real. So, in the midst of that, the end of October, my child's father, he get the name tatted on her jaw. Then he get a pastor on the phone, and we say our vows. We married November 2nd. He moving like God sent him or something. I'm baby stepping it for real. And I say baby step is because we didn't do the marriage license. I didn't come out saying, oh, we married. Oh, my man. I didn't. We were literally just.
Are people getting that part? Because, sometimes I feel like people are really, going hard on her about the marriage certificate, this and that and this. And she's literally telling y'all how she's baby stepping it. You know what I mean? In reality, we got to take it back here again. She wasn't the one that jumped out and said, hey, everybody, we're married. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So, let's kind of, put the facts out there where the facts need to be as well. She didn't jump out and say, hey, she's married. She didn't jump out and say, da-da-da-da. So she's, I think, in a way, when I hear this, is she's explaining to us, that like she said, she was taking baby steps. She was trying, if you heard, to me, her first and foremost thing that's part of her plan is what she was saying at the beginning, was y'all know what I'd be doing and how I'd be, doing this now and doing that now and da-da-da. And then she moved into, but then this is also happening.
Yes. First of all, let's start of how beautiful she looks. She looks absolutely gorgeous. She looks so healthy and refreshed. She looks pure. That's number one. And secondly, that's why I put in my stories today. There's nothing little about your journey. There's nothing little about, and I don't want her to downplay that, because like I said, the odds were against her. Everybody and their mama had
It's
a
a
problem
big
with
journey,
her.
not a little one. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Everybody and their mom had a problem with her, and she beat those odds. They were wishing all kinds of terrible things upon her. So there's nothing little about your journey, Chrisean. Your journey is absolutely wonderful, and you should walk with pride. We are absolutely proud of you. There's nothing little about you changing everything, whether it's cutting people off. And because you know what, sometimes when you're journeying, when you're on this road to purity, it requires isolation. So a lot of people will be like, oh, she acting stuck up. No, baby, she's isolating. You have to isolate to elevate. So she isolated herself, and it shows that it works for her. Keep doing your big one.
I agree. I completely agree. You know, she's doing well, even in the way she's addressing all this. You know what I'm saying? There's been so much that's been going on around Chrisean Rock, or people trying to really, you know, get her out here and to talk and whatnot. And, you know, and I think we can all agree when it came to, you know, the lawful matter and what happened in the mall and stuff, you know, maybe that, you know, and now leading up to this, you know, is a great point for her where she felt the need to come out and say something. Now, like I always say, you know, these celebrities, any of them, you know, any of the people that we speak about, in reality, they owe us no explanation, right? They don't got to tell us anything about what's going on with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like Letrice says, we could all somewhat be window lickers, if anything, when it comes to trying to figure out what's going on, right? But at the end of the day, you know, Chrisean Rock chose to come out. You know, she chose to speak on some of these issues, right? And I think she saw and heard some of the concerns that the fans were having. And I think, you know, that also potentially aided to her saying, you know what, let me come out and speak to people. But the bottom line is I think, you know, what we should congratulate her with too is the way that, you know, she's carrying herself in addressing things, right? In the way that, you know, she's not being, to me, in my opinion, she ain't being petty with anything in any way of her trying to, you know, express what's going on. She's just, you know, giving us the information, I guess, of what happened, right? Like there's a lot going on, y'all. At some point, somebody's going to say something.
Well, to me, she also clarified, like, y'all not going to call me a liar. But she said it so calmly. She said it so nice. And let's also say this. When she did clarify, not once did she call him any names. Not once did she, like, she was a completely different Chrisean. But the way that she said it was like, y'all not gonna put this on me, because I didn't come out and say this. I didn't drop that. And they did have the call over the phone. Now, come on, and let me say this too for all those people in the chat. You know, half of you in here, the ones who complaining, you know, the window lickers who came from the outside, your mama and daddy been together 20 years and he still ain't put a ring on it. So stop acting like you trying to judge Chrisean, because your pappy still ain't married your mammy yet.
Oh, man.
And they've been together, they've been shacking up for 20 years.
I mean, and you know, and to be fair, the way that she explained the marriage and you know, what they're saying occurred, or what she had said occurred, you know, I guess it would be marriage in the eyes of God, right? You know, I do know of some couples who do that, right? And then wait to file paperwork and do paperwork later on.
Exactly.
Either, you know, when they go on a trip to get married and come back and file paperwork, or some of them even file paperwork and do paperwork before and then go and, you know, have their marriage. Whichever way, it's not, I don't think it's up to us to determine, you know, what they've done, what ceremony they've had, and how we feel that we should have had our marriage different, or whatever the case is. You know, when it comes to planning these things and doing these things, we all know it happens in many different ways, right? But I guess that's what we're looking at, right? Marriage in the eyes of God, because, you know, Chrisean did say that there's no paperwork at this point. So, you know, I think that's, you know, and what she means by that too, you know, I guess we can just take it for what it says, right? Because I don't know if we're looking more into it or what. But right now, I want to continue. Like, I do know there's viewers in the back. We're going to get to you guys in a moment. I do ask today, though, if viewers are coming up, that we stick to the topic that we're talking about at the moment, because I do know other things happen where Karlissa jumped up and people are saying things. We'll get to that, but I don't want to, you know, get ahead of ourselves there. So I'll go ahead and continue with Chrisean's statement here. I'll play it till the end, and then we'll discuss that a bit further here. Just just for those people who missed this video, I want to make sure y'all get the whole thing.
Protecting whatever we did for each other to heal for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not everything is meant for the public, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So recently, there was an altercation where I'm getting harassed and stalked. He's like, so you ain't gonna call and text me and ask me permission before you leave the house? I said, baby, you should be mad that I didn't have security. Why is we talking about, if I even text you for permission to leave, me texting you wasn't gonna get any, protecting me from getting harassed? I wouldn't say you couldn't go. Bro, look, I'm getting a little chubby and I want to go work out. I needed workout clothes. I needed to get stuff for Christmas for my family. Some of the, like, I wanted to do like Christmas shopping and stuff. It was Black Friday. What? Like, it was a win-win. But, you know, when he throw his little tantrums.
I don't know. She was kind of starting to crack me up at the end. I can't lie, you know, because, you know, like, she being real, she being honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's what's going on. Here's what's popping. What do you mean you would have told me not to go? Like, you know, you know, what are your thoughts around that, Trace? It's a lot, you know.
My thoughts is, I love the way that she said, like, stand your ground. There's one thing about being, you know, respecting your mate or your spouse and all that. But let me tell you something. I ain't asking nobody to do nothing. My mom already raised me. That's number one. But I do respect my husband. I'll be like, babe, you know, me and such and such, we're going to go out and grab some. Do you have anything planned? There's a certain way. But for you to say, you need to ask me, I don't know who you think you're talking to, because you surely ain't talking to Trees. And everybody, you know, so I like that she, you know, stand your ground, because my mother always said, whatever you start a man with, you better be prepared to finish with. So I'm not going to start you with me asking you to do nothing, because I'm not going to end with that. When I want to go somewhere, I want to go somewhere. But it's a way to be respectful. You got to be respectful. So I like that she did stand her, you know, she stood her ground. And that control spirit, he gets that from his mom. And that is what has to be broken in him. That has to be broken in him.
And again, you know, I think this is a replay, and I should have grabbed the video, because to me it's almost a replay of what we saw, you know, that night when she had went out from months ago. And, you know, I mean, it was this thing where, you know, she's trying to reason with him, she's trying to explain to him, like, nah, this is how it's gonna, you know, be, and this is kind of where we can meet each other, you know, midway on, you know, the whole compromise type of approach, right? So you know, and I think that's what she's kind of expressing here when she's telling the story, right? Is, you know, the compromise is listen, I gotta get out there. There's things I need to get, you know, there's things that I want to do. It's Black Friday. Hello, you know, the idea of not going to the mall even on a Black Friday for some might be like, hey, it's sale day, why not, right? You know, or just to enjoy the idea of the holidays and the shopping, right? Not to say that, you know, you owe anybody these types of explanations, but I just kind of want to put out there that I think when she's expressing this, it's kind of like she's trying to compromise with them as well and say, hey, these are kind of the reasons why I just went. It's not really that big of a deal, in my opinion, you know, until I guess this stuff happened at the mall, right? You know, and ain't nobody gonna, you know, foresee that, and ain't nobody gonna think, you know, that Nemos are going to be flying at you, you know, left, right, and center at some point when you're just out there quickly to visit your family and to enjoy yourself, you know, for some Black Friday shopping or whatever it be.
Right. And I can understand, you know, him being concerned about her being in Maryland, knowing that there was a Nemo on the loose. You know, Nemo's on the loose is, you know, that's something you have to be careful with. So I can understand him being concerned with being, you know, having Nemo on the loose. But like she said, even if she would have, you know, and maybe we got to look at it like this. Maybe she didn't text because she knew he would have said, no, don't go anywhere. You just never, you just never know. You just never know. But we do know that Chrisean is at a place where she's just not going to be controlled like that. And, you know, controlled. You can meet, let's meet halfway. Let's meet in the middle. But
exactly.
I'm not going to be controlled. She's too strong-willed.
And I do want to address this comment here too. Mary said, I understand him wanting her to be saved, but he should have supported her after that, and that I agree with completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the idea of safe, and I think part of the problem is too, those that we do know Blueface has the idea of control as well, right? We do know there's a lot of past situations where Chrisean had mentioned to us, and told us some story times that kind of indicated, that Blueface is in that kind of control space where, he would probably rather her, be safe at home, rather her just be at home, rather her, not be living with certain people, all this kind of stuff, right? So I think that's what has some viewers in a situation where, they question, I guess, the magnitude of, the intentions of it being because he wanted her to be safe, or the intentions of control, or what it is. But at the end of the day, with what just, happened, and with, them, hitting the part of being married, I think the support we should have saw from Blueface should be a lot stronger. But again, it's Karlissa's child here we're talking about, so maybe I'm just hoping for too much all at once.
Yeah, like I said before, this is not a behavior that he has known for a long time. So it's not going to be broken overnight, right? It's not going to be broken overnight. It's going to take some time. Now, whether she wants to put in the time, it's up to her. But it is going to take some time. And the way that it gets broken is her doing the way that she's doing it. I'm not asking you to go nowhere. I will respect you, but I'm not asking you to go anywhere. I am a grown woman. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
This is it. Now I do see here Lavelle here. What's going on? How are you doing?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. So I just want to speak on the marriage and how Karlissa says it is fake. But if you really know, in America, you do not need a marriage license as long as you have a pastor and it's a legal commitment.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and look it up because she thinks it's fake. It's not.
Yeah, that's interesting, right? Because I don't know about that, to be honest, but I could look it up. But that would be an interesting point, right? And I would assume, there are things that would make, a case, right? When it comes to things like this. But like we said too, right? It is what it is. They're being very honest with us. Everybody is saying, "Oh, where's certificate? See, there's no certificate." Chrisean's never came out and said that there was.
Nope, you don't need one.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying she never even said that there was. I think they're asking again for accountability out of her that really had nothing to do with her. She didn't even come out and say that they were married.
Exactly. Like she said, I didn't come out and say my man, this, that, and the third. She's changed. You can tell she's changed. I love it. She looks great. And I just hope for the best. And we all know that he was going to have a temper tantrum. Like I said, he'll be back to following her next week.
Yeah, I think that's, a lot of people are saying the same thing, and maybe it's because it's what we see. And listen, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Last night, when I saw that he unfollowed, I was about to not even post it. There's times that I didn't post them following and unfollowing. Last night was going to be one of it, but I was just like, there's so much going on. I don't want you guys to miss out on the storyline, quote unquote, right? And how we got to certain places. So I posted it nonetheless, but it is tiresome to see this following and unfollowing kind of thing.
It is.
Very tiresome. You know what I mean?
Stressed me out.
I guess this is, from Blueface's point of view, I guess this is most we can see him do certain things from where he is, but it's still, it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But anyways, we do thank you coming up to share your opinion. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm telling you, you're welcome. Like I'm the one.
What happened?
I'm telling her thank you. Like I'm the one that's saying that I was a child. Leave me alone. I'm still sick. I still don't feel good.
Right. We also have Lejeune here. Lejeune, what's going on?
Hi, I would agree with her because she just spoke exactly what I'm finna say. Hey, you guys. Hey, y'all know I love y'all. Even sometimes
Hey,
we have our
Lejeune.
tips. I love you. I love you and Trish. Y'all are my people. I love y'all. But
Well, we love
anyways,
you
I
back.
want to say
I
this right
appreciate
here
you.
because I agree with her. She don't. They can do the paperwork for the marriage license with a notary public. A ordained pastor is a legal witness. So Chrisean just probably y'all. I'm gonna tell you why I'm getting out there lie, and I'm like Blue Rock and Blue Rock. You know I'm not a yes man, but I'm gonna tell you she tripped me out when she said I'm sitting here getting chubby. I want to go to the gym, girl. Your body telling you to go to the gym, go, because you probably dealing with postpartum, a lot of built up stuff. People be coming at you and you keeping it all in, but I want to commend her on her mental strength. Y'all act like y'all don't see it. They can act like they don't see it. I commend her mental. She just getting stronger by the day. Lord, I love it. Thank you, Jesus. Trees, I
June, you
love it.
crack me
Girl,
up.
I love it. I love her mental strength. Now, if somebody telling her that she need to go to the gym and release some tension, she need to do that, because y'all know she's still probably dealing with postpartum as well, and we
And
got
I
to just
mean,
still support her.
either way, going to the gym and taking care of your mind, body, and soul and all that kind of stuff, it all goes hand in hand. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? It really does.
they all
So
go hand in
you
hand.
can't wrong somebody for wanting to just be focused, get the oxygen going again in your brain, because going to the gym, it's a really good feeling. It's a really good thing. So I think it goes in line with treating your body a certain way, what God gave you,
Yes.
and the way you're planning to deal with things in the future, right? So I exactly, so it
Yeah, she
makes
tripped me
sense.
out when she said that. She
But it
tripped
had
me
me
out when she
laughing
said that.
too,
She
because
said,
I'm
"Cause
like,
y'all know I'm getting a little chubby."
right. And that's the good
I
thing too,
love
right?
her
Because
to
it's,
death.
yeah, it gives you that like light humor side from her again, where she's coming out, yeah, it is a little bit stressful or whatever, but I love that part. I really did. Trees, anything else that you wanted to mention there?
No, I see China's in the chat. Hey, China. Welcome to
China's in
Hi,
the
the
chat.
China.
Clear Man in the Slave Lady show.
Oh
Hey,
no,
girl.
I want to say this too, Blueface.
they're
I
saying
want
no,
that
not
Blueface. Lord
China, but
forgive me. I
yeah,
want
go
to say
ahead,
this too, Blue
Lejeune.
Rock. Lord forgive me. I want to say this right here, but at the same totem, I want to say that she's adamant about controlling her mental and controlling herself and controlling her emotion. And I want to commend her for that, because at the same time, she's not taking, to me, what I'm getting out there, she's not taking him serious either. It's just not. She's not letting none of them get the best of her anymore, and the best of her mental and her emotion. And that's what I'm taking out there. Why she was like, "Well, you know what? I was ain't no paperwork been done." You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really finna be out here just bragging about anything at the moment. It's time for me to take myself serious, and he want to join. He gonna have to take it serious too. That's what she's saying. She ain't taking none of this stuff serious no more. She taking care of herself, baby, and she need to, and her baby.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, thanks again for your opinions. We definitely appreciate you coming up.
Love y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all so
Love you
much,
too, girl.
baby. Enjoy y'all Sunday.
You too.
All right, thanks.
And Blue Rock, let me say this. I ain't mad at her if there's no legal document without no prenup paperwork, like I said before, because she can't trust his team. So I don't trust that she would be able, that she would this is not bad to me, because she needs to make sure that she is fully protected before she legally does anything, because I don't trust her team, his team.
Right, like it is what it is. They went with what they went with, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um,
So if it works for them, it works. But for all the people say, "Oh, you got to do this," listen. Whatever works for them works. Stedman and Oprah been married, not married for how long?
right now, I do want to let you guys know we're dropping the StreamYard link for anybody that wants to come up and share their opinion. Now, you don't have to have the same opinion as ours. So I do know there's people in the chat who have a difference of opinion. Don't feel no ways to jump up here and share that. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing up here as well. Now, we all know, Karlissa, she's, one thing I realized about Karlissa is she loves to take certain moments around Chrisean and Blueface, and she loves to come out and practice her acting skills and to, you know, act a scene out or to do something to, you know, I guess just practice again or to kind of bring some of that youth back. I don't know what it's for. But that's one thing I've noticed. You know, there was the situation back in the day where, you know, Blueface allegedly had approached the house. Chrisean Rock was on the toilet seat. You know, and you know, there was some things going on there, and Karlissa had reenacted that moment. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had that video today, but I think we all, or most, if anything, remember what I'm talking about. Trice, do you remember that?
Which one again?
Where Karlissa had reacted the moment on. So Karlissa had sat on the toilet seat and reacted the moment where Chrisean was on the toilet seat and was calling out that. Remember when Blueface was allegedly there, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I feel like Karlissa always kind of takes a moment from them to try to, you know, exercise her acting skills and to do a skit or whatever the case might be. I don't know if this was one of them. I kind of felt like it was one, you know, because she just kind of got to be Karlissa. I'm not sure if anybody seen this particular clip today, but I did want to share it with those who may have missed it. Linda says that she recalls what I'm talking about as well. But this is a clip from today that Karlissa had posted earlier.
Worst nightmare in the world! Kelly, where are you? I had the worst nightmare in the world. John had a dream that John tattooed Chrisean Rock on his face. I had a dream John tattooed Chrisean Rock on his face, and then I had a dream that he covered it and it said Christian. Hallelujah. He gonna get it together, Lord, ain't he? Ain't he?
There you have it. You know, Karlissa practicing her acting skills, I guess.
And that's why she never made it. And that's why she's unhappy, because she's still a pick-me that didn't get picked.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, watching everything that's been going down, you know, this is, I think, you know, she's part of the reason why some people question whether or not the circus is a real thing. You know what I mean? I think she's part of the reason why people question whether or not some of the things that go on is actually a real thing. Because, you know, sometimes when I look at the way she does things or she reacts to some of the things, you know, that her children are involved with, I'm just like, you know, how can we sometimes take it serious? Like, I can't take her serious.
No, I definitely can't take her serious. First, she just needs to grow up. She just needs to grow up. Everything is a joke. She cannot stay off of the internet for 1 second. She takes her children's pain and turn it into, she just sees it as clout. She takes every single thing, and it's sad. It's sad. You're focused on she's focused on the wrong thing. She should have. No, Treese, don't do it. Don't do it, Treese. Don't do it.
Not the don't do it, Treese.
Don't do it, Treese. It's Sunday. I'm trying to, you know, don't do it, Treese. Because I was about to go in for the kill. And I said I was about to take it in for the kill.
I hear that. Now, you know, we do have a viewer here. DMO, what's going on? How are you doing?
Hey, y'all, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
First I want to talk about Wiggy. Raggedy Wiggy at that. She needs to stop it. Enough is enough. Everything is not for clout, okay? She do this stuff, and I don't even know why people are drawn to this lady. The lady is sickening to me. Just sickening. I just could never participate in the activities this woman participate in. Being a mother and a grandmother, lady, go sit your old self down somewhere for real. She need a rocking chair, a blanket, and she need to learn how to crochet. That would be something nice to see coming from her. That's it on her. As far as Chrisean, I'm proud of Chrisean. I feel like her statement that she gave on her snap, or whatever she gave, however y'all want, statement, whatever she did, I think it was big of her. I think that Chrisean is trying to live for Chrisean right now, and she's getting really frustrated with the games that Blueface is playing. All the back and forth. She felt a need to let us know what time it really is with them. You know, and I appreciate her for that. Some don't, but I do. I take it as if she's showing us her growth. You know, this wasn't the old Chrisean. She wasn't cussing. She wasn't screaming and hollering. She seemed to be like, it is what it is, and whatever it is, that's what it is. She said something that made a lot of sense to me today. She said, we are still in the healing process. So she has not fully recovered from all the damage that Blueface has done to her. He worried about her not getting permission to go to the mall. He should have been questioning her, like she said, about not having security, and he should have been on it like, oh hell no, this ain't gonna happen to you or my son. He's so childish. I've been married for 20 years, and to this day I'm not about to ask my husband for permission. I might let him know what I'm doing, but I don't need no permission to do what I want to do. I'm grown.
Period.
I
That's
can
right.
come and go how I want, when I want, look like what I want, how I want. If he got something to say about it, say it. That ain't gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. I ain't getting no permission from no man. I stand alone. I'm a woman. My husband is my partner. He's not my dictator. I don't know who Blueface think he is. She need permission. Permission? Boy, you in prison. How you gonna control somebody from the bars because they locking you in and out? You know what it is? He was more happier when that girl was locked up because he knew what she was doing and when she was doing it, because they was on the same schedule. She free and he having a problem with that, and he just wants to control everything, and she's not allowing that any longer. She tired of being controlled by him. She love him, don't get me wrong, and he loves her. They got to fix a lot of stuff before it's even gonna really work, because don't no woman want to be backed against a wall like that. I know I don't. I'm not gonna let no man back me against the wall like that. That's just too much. Give a PSA on people coming for her and your son. Why don't you do that? So to worry about why she didn't ask for permission. Man, he a cold-blooded piece of work. He just like his mammy. And that's all I want to say.
I mean, I think, like the people in the chat are saying, you definitely clocked the T, right? Because there's no argument there, right? There's a lot of things going on right now, and Karlissa is definitely not responding the way she should be. I think you're right. Blueface and Chrisean, we're not gonna all sit here and act as if it's a perfect relationship, but again, I don't think any relationship is perfect. You know what I'm saying? There's always things that we gotta work at. There's always things that we gotta, work together with, right? But again, I guess what we're looking at is this particular situation. Is it enough for him to throw this type of temper tantrum in, online and stuff, right? It's crazy that he would actually think that this would be the best step to do, especially around the situations that just recently occurred. It really does give child to me.
Right. Then I'm gonna go back to Karlissa. You making a joke about it. You're making a. But let me give an example of how she's just not. Like I said, she just has no class. She's low class to me. You have waited all these years to take a Christmas picture, right? All these years you've been trying to get everybody together to take a Christmas picture. Well, why are you the only person in the Christmas picture with a made up face and your hair done? Instead of you being on the internet trying to clown Chrisean, you should have been taking those kids to get haircuts, and they're all handsome. They look, Carter's handsome, Junie's handsome, Javon is handsome, Journey is beautiful. But why are you the only one with your face all done up and your hair done?
Preach.
Why didn't you take those kids that you've been waiting 3 years to get a picture with? Baby, I would have had my grandsons at the barbershop. That tape up would have been so sharp, you'd have to cut your finger with it. You could cut your finger with it. But instead, you're the only one with a full face of makeup and your hair done. Baby, you are misguided and misdirected. You need to get off the internet and really learn to be a mother and a grandmother. You waited 3 years. And no, I'm definitely not bashing no kids. Those kids are gorgeous. All of them look handsome. Carter, Junie, all of them are handsome. My thing goes to the grandmammy. Why did you not make them look? Why didn't you make them look as sharp as you were? They're gorgeous in their own right. But you didn't take the time to do that because you can't get off the internet.
Exactly. Let's not miss the point, you know.
Because
Now,
everything is for show with her. Everything she do is for a reaction. She don't care if it's a negative reaction or a positive reaction. She just want people to react to her. Just like, making the big blog pages. This stuff is right up her alley. Like she gonna say, he getting a tattoo removed today. Lady, you don't even talk to your son.
Yep. It's always about her. Everything is about her. I was taught that my children come before me.
Right.
I'll go without for my children.
Exactly.
You're not going to see me out there looking good with the flyest clothes and my children look different than me. Baby, no. I will wear the same thing over and over and over again for them to look better than me. They're going to eat before me. They're going to do all of that before me. I'm last when it comes to my children and my grandchildren.
Thanks again, DMO, for your comments. Now, I do want to also say, you know, there are things coming in my DMs from, you know, different screenshots of people claiming and saying that, you know, Blueface has had, you know, many different women visiting him at the jail and so on and so forth. You know, receipts, y'all, because anybody can jump up in a comment and say anything, you know what I'm saying? But potentially receipts, that always works best. Now, we all know that Karlissa did not stop there, right? She went online with Bree, you know, who I assume is her assistant now, or perhaps in a different position, but she is working around and with Karlissa. So she did go online with Bree. There is, you know, I did get a video here from T Searchers page on IG, so shout out to them and go ahead and check that out. Follow them. They always clock a lot of tea as well. But we got a video from over there, and basically it shows Bree and Karlissa speaking a bit. I am going to play it. I played part of it. I didn't hear the whole thing completely, so it is kind of my first time kind of hearing it as well. So we'll go through this together, and kind of share our opinions and give you guys some update on what we think about this. Trace, anything else you want to mention about anything we've kind of discussed so far, or?
No.
All right, cool. So let's get this video up here. One sec.
Had like 20.
I only supposed to have
here. Shit, she got 7. Ninja done tattooed her name on his face.
Yeah, she called me so upset that he did tattooed it on his face. She been new.
Y'all knew. I just
know
was
nothing
quiet
about her son. She been knew what's going on.
I been new.
So here's the part where she was acting all excited about Ben knowing that she did know, you know, and again, you know, I think she knew from the bloggers, from the ones that posted it, you know. I don't, you know, and if she did know from before, it'd be interesting to see, you know, from who and if there was a receipt. But y'all know, if Karlissa knew right away and she felt that that was true, she would have been on there all day long really preaching about it and talking about it. But I don't really think that's what was happening when it came to the tattoo thing, the Chrisean tattoo thing.
No, I don't either.
I think she was just talking about all the weird tattoos on his face to begin with. You know what I'm saying? I don't think at any point did she, you know, emphasize the fact that she was upset because of a Chrisean tattoo.
Right. And Bree just super soaker slow herself. She just super soaker slow. At any given day,
her lies.
At any given day, she can flip on her, like she's done before. So she needs to stop being a yes man and tell her the truth.
I don't know what happened here, if we missed something, Trace, but Big Ben Dan or somebody goes, Miss Letrice, not once did I disrespect you or call you a name. I'm no super soaker, sweetheart.
That's because I called her super soaker slow, because she's saying, she made a comment that I bashed the kids, and not once did I bash the kids. I made you know, my reference was to Karlissa, not staying on the internet. Like you're being misguided or misdirected. Not once did I bash those kids. So don't put words in my mouth. Don't play with me.
No, exactly. All right, cool. So I want to continue the rest of this particular video. And I do want to remind you guys, you are able to come up here and chat as well, but not be disrespectful. But you know, if you want to share your opinion.
I've been new.
Honey.
Let's see.
But your sister though.
I told you to speak your mind. You scared to speak your mind. You should have been spoke your mind on that. I
I'm
told
an
you. They
associate of the
willing
circus.
to lie,
I'm an
rob,
associate of
cheat,
the
steal.
circus. I'm not.
They is willing to rob, lie, cheat, steal, and kill from their own nephew with a
Yep.
lie. With
Yep.
a bold-faced lie. They know my son ain't got no damn married yet.
I'm
And
telling
why would
you.
they want to rob him out of, even if he did get married, by saying it like that? Nan and the boo-boo, Blueface married. Like, girl,
Right.
you his auntie. You
You
supposed
ain't
to.
seen.
Latrice, you can let me know if we need to pause at a particular spot as well or anything like that. But here she goes again with the narrative of Nana and a boo boo. So I guess, you know, Carletta did kind of sting her really bad because, you know, she definitely, you know, Karlissa definitely shows, you know, that she felt stung by it because every time she brings it up, that's the emotion behind it, right?
I've never this. She's just so childish. She's just so childish. And why do y'all have to have that conversation on the internet? Why do you have to have that conversation on there? You didn't know your son wasn't not married because you were crashing out. You made post after post after post in that same bright pink background because we know that's what she goes when she's ready. When she is crashing out, she goes to the pink background.
Right. And Lady Ego, she tries to make everything about her. I do want to let Sandra up because I know Sandra was here earlier as well. And I don't know what happened, but what's going on, Sandra? How's it going?
Hey, I just want to say, are we still on the subject of the marriage or Karlissa now?
No, you can still talk about the marriage. I just
Okay,
don't want anybody going ahead and talking about something that's happening right now that we haven't discussed yet. But no, anything that we've already discussed, you can go ahead.
okay. I know for sure that once you get married by a pastor, my husband's a pastor. He married his daughter and her husband. They're legally married. They just need to go down and get the paperwork and have him to sign it, and it's legal binding. So the best part about it is, like you said, there's no legal thing. If they break up before he get out of jail, can't nobody get no money from nobody or anything like that. But I don't know. Blueface, he just so back and forth. He's just jealous. He's scared somebody's gonna take Chrisean from him because of the person that he is. That's what I feel. And every time she goes someplace, he wants to be controlling her and saying what she can and she cannot do, and she's just tired of it. I can just see it on her. She's just like, no, we're not doing that no more. We changed from everything. I'm just going shopping. I'm not on no date. Ain't nobody saw me out with no man or nothing. So, you know, why are you acting this way? I mean, I understand she needs to get security. I mean, that shouldn't have never happened with him running up on her, and then she has a lot of jewelry on. So why are you walking around alone? I mean, she ain't out that much, but she can get security for when she is. That's what I just feel like. And Karlissa, oh my God, I can't even get on her. I can't. Crying, carrying on. It's just ridiculous. I'm like, come on.
Well, this is it. And you know, they're saying they got married. It sounds like it was in the eyes of God. And you know, people are still not respecting it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like we said before, no matter what's said and done, there's always going to be some kind of excuse or something brought up. But definitely thank you for your opinions today, and your comments, Sandra.
Okay, but let me say one more thing. I'm like
Sure, go ahead.
Latrice. I don't care what this girl do. She can go to church and pray. Somebody got a problem with it. I mean, leave this girl alone. I mean, I get angry. I'm like Letrice. I be hot. I be in people chats. I mean, like people, I be like somebody be in y'all chat and I be going up on them because I'm like, just let this girl be. Let her and her kid be. Whatever it is, it is. Leave the woman alone.
They
That's all
can't.
I say.
They can't. They just cannot. And I mean, and they still don't get, you know, what I've said to them numerous times, like even the ones that are in this chat and the ones they just jump on all the pages and say, oh, she want to be like Jaden and she want to do this and she want to do that. And, you know, they're such big fans, but you're doing nothing to promote your fave. I've said it so many times. They hide behind these fake pages and they just want to troll and attack people instead of, like, didn't she just say she getting ready to do, you know, this new this venture? Why y'all not, you know, promoting it? Y'all should be focused on that. But instead you rather just jump in chats and on shows and attack Chrisean Rock fans. Why? Why are you so mad at Chrisean Rock fans for loving her? Because that's why y'all mad. Y'all mad because people love her. The more you dislike her, the more you come for her, the more we're going to love her. The more we're going to love her, the more we're going to pray for her, the more we're going to support her.
This is it, right? And Karlissa is willing to go for everybody, even including her family here. So I'm gonna continue the video here, and so that way we can get through this part.
Well, they
kids.
supposed to want better for him, like, you know what I'm saying? Even if he do decide to marry her, I would still say congratulations on your marriage, son.
See,
Whether
they said I
you
knew
make
her sister was
the
fine.
wrong decision or the right decision is still a.
So, you know, messy mommy, do you really think you need a congratulations from messy mommy? You know what I mean? Do you think, you know, from what we saw, do you think Blueface is going to go to his mom and hope to get the blessings, you know, of this marriage, and, you know, much less to care about a congratulations, I guess is what I'm saying?
He does not speak to her, and he will not speak to her for a long time. He will not. She's gone too far, and nobody, she still keeps having all these yes people that will not tell her, stop doing what you're doing. Stop talking. Stop. You're making it worse. You're making it worse.
And I don't know if she has a docket or something that she's looking at to make sure she catches all the points, but you know, she's going from one story to the next, so she knows how to run whatever she's doing here, I guess.
Yeah,
marriage. It's an oath under God. It's not a game. It's not a play. It's not for play. That's not a play option to me. Marriage is kind of like, you know, it's like it's a whole process. You know what I'm saying? You just can't just say, oh, they got married, and that's like wishing harm on somebody without wishing harm.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, as an auntie or a grandma, why would you want this?
Right.
But that's okay, because whatever y'all wish on somebody else's child, it just doubles around to your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
Because they had it in the bios, y'all. Just because it's in the bios, I could put anything. Hell, I could put I'm an astronaut in my bio. Let me tell you, y'all gonna believe me?
And that's okay. They're not in the wrong. They're just having to play love.
Right. They can do what they want to do.
We all been there. We all had a nigga we shouldn't have had, and we all been with a girl that we shouldn't have been with. We all know what they going through is just puppy love. But what with the grown people around them, his daddy, them people that don't really care for him, see what he going through, and then try to capitalize off of that. Like, how do you think that that's right?
Yeah, that's the only part.
Instead of telling him, Blue, you know, when the time comes for you to get married, this is how you do it. But they never came out and said, we married. So they not in violation. They didn't tell no lie.
You know,
they just playing puppy love on the internet. Them grown motherfuckers that ain't got no husband or no wife that's around here trying to eat off my son's plate. Yeah. They trying to figure out how to eat off his plate by any means necessary. And that, to me, is the most disgusting person on this planet.
Yeah.
Wasn't not Karlissa the one to run a whole family show?
And the main one that has called her sons all kinds of names, her sons and her daughter, terrible names. So she talked about the people that spoke bad about, you know, the children, her children, how it's going to be returned. Well, what about what's going to be returned back to her? What's coming back to her? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Yours is not exempt, Miss Ma'am.
Like Tamara says here, she's eating off his place the most delusional. I'm telling you, if she did things right, the whole family would be on her show right now. You know what I mean? She's the one who wanted to run a family show. Like, at what point did you want to stop it? Because, you know, she kept adding, you know, as people got in arguments or whatever the situation was, she kept adding more and more and more of the family, right? You know, did she not introduce us to Maine, right? Are there not a lot of the family members that her herself almost pretty much introduced us to? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, you wanted this family show, you know, your family's giving you a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell you. It might not be a show that you have control of, and I think that might be the biggest problem for you. You know, but you're getting a show nonetheless.
Yeah. Yep. Now, one thing that Big Band Dan did say that I agree with is that Blueface is, I don't know if he's taught her, but Karlissa, they both know how to work the internet. They both know how to work the internet. And see, Karlissa is a type of person that she doesn't care. She'll take the, and Jonathan is like that as well. I keep trying to correct myself to make sure, I'm trying to speak life into him. He's like that as well. He will take publicity by any means necessary, also, whether it's good or bad. And so, that's something that we're praying out of him also. But she, did she learn it from him? I mean, did he learn that from her? Is that a trait he learned from her? Get popular by any means necessary?
Right? Because there's a lot of things that the internet blames him for, right?
Mm-hmm. Go viral by any means necessary? Is it?
This is it.
I don't know.
I
don't blame him or
out.
her. I don't blame them. They having a little puppy love. We all been there. We all been through that shit. We all know what this is. But the grown people that's condoning it, knowing that they have too much to even be together. We will be walking around.
I forgot to add, these grown people she's calling out are people that's getting clout now. That's people that's been, all over on the blogs, all on the big blogs, all that kind of stuff. So, I feel that, is sometimes the real burn for Karlissa. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On eggshells, everybody in the world, like, if Blueface got out of jail tomorrow and they shacked up and got back together, we'd be all walking on eggshells. Oh shit, is the police coming? Oh shit, we be walking around here a nervous fucking wreck. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to live like that as a parent? Why would my own family want that for my son? But that woe to a hoe that try to play with one of my kids, because God is going to make sure that falls on your lap. Okay, because we done already been through this sacrifice, fought, and died. Play. I'm gonna eat off this plate. You didn't get no invite to this table. I don't think nobody gave her an invite to this table. Did we? Any of us? Did Blue? Did Rock? Did me? Did Jaden? Did anybody that's already been through suffering and surrendering again give them an invite to this table?
It was just,
we don't know y'all like that.
Yeah.
Don't just jump over here lying on people. They didn't tell you to say that.
Mm-mm.
She goes, did any of you guys give them an invite to the table? This is sometimes why I tell people that.
Go ahead, Lord, I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on how she's speaking death. You just speaking that the police gonna come, that they're gonna be fighting, that they're gonna be. Where's life? Why are you not pouring life into them? You keep talking about puppy love. These are grown adults. Grown adults. Just because you don't want them to be together, that does not mean their love is puppy love. Baby, we can see. Your son went in the middle of the night because he couldn't find her. That ain't puppy love, baby. That's beyond puppy love. So get over it. Get over it. He loves who he loves. And instead of speaking death, speak life. Encourage, equip, edify.
Al Boogie, what's going on?
Hi, Miss Letrice. Hi, Blue Rock. How you guys doing today?
Hey.
Good.
Carlissa is really, she's like so jealous and delusional. Cause it's a shame. Why is she so mad if Blue and Chrisean are married? It doesn't affect her because she doesn't even talk to Blue. And it's like she's mad because people recognize Miss Carletta for being a positive person and an encouraging person. Something is seriously wrong with her. Just like Blue Rock, when you had the lady on your show, you and Miss Letrice, who Dre's took the lady's pow. Everybody was saying, oh, the lady is lying. Why would the lady lie about something like that? And she had a whole police report and everything. And Carissa, here goes psycho Wiggy May. Oh, she was only doing it for clout. Everything is not about clout. Your kids are doing bad things sometimes, and they need to be reprimanded. It's not for clout. She really is a sick individual. And she needs to stop playing with God, calling his name in vain, because she's not a child of God. She is a child of you know who.
And that's why I keep wondering if she knows who she's talking about sometimes, because it's like I feel as if she thinks she's just talking about Chrisean right now while she's talking about this whole thing, but in reality I think, you know, the viewers see it as she's talking about both her son and Chrisean. You know what I'm saying? It can't be one-sided. You can't just be talking about this one-sided and as if you're just talking about Chrisean. Like I hope she understands she's speaking about her son as well.
And yet Jaden's running around because she's so desperate for money. She joined the show that she said was beneath her. She knows she can't fight. And now all of a sudden she's doing OnlyFans. And they're screaming, oh, she's a single mother. There are plenty of single mothers all throughout this world. And not all of them join OnlyFans. It's just an excuse. But she's so busy crying about Chrisean and Blue. That marriage is ordained by God. And Miss Letrice, I do think with time, they will learn how to work on that. I'm married. Now, my husband has never, ever told me I can't go anywhere. But with time, they'll learn how to communicate, you know, and know what triggers each other if Chrisean chooses to go that route. But until then, I think Karlissa needs to take her wig out of a nappy bunch that is in and just have a seat.
I hear you. She's gotta she's gotta you know, give it a little bit of some room, and room is something she definitely doesn't give it. Now Jackie says, why is the caller so mad?
I'm not mad. I'm in my car, and I want to make sure you can hear me. Okay, Jackie? Mind your business. I'm talking to Blue and Miss Letrice. Okay? I'm in my Benz. And I want to make sure that they can hear me. Okay? That's why I'm loud. I'm not mad. I'm just talking loud so I can assure that they hear me, nosy lady.
And listen, we on a show here. We like a little bit of passion, okay? We don't want people walking up in here talking all monotone and stuff. I might be monotone a little bit because maybe, you know, but we like the action. Don't worry about it.
Plus, I'm from New York, so
you tell Jackie what's up.
Plus, I'm from New York, so it's
right there. You go. Plus the New York, right? Things be loud there, so we got to speak loud. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, El Boogie, we appreciate you.
All right, have a good Sunday, you guys. Appreciate
you. Have a good Sunday.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
I'm going to continue this video here.
Thank you.
If I'm his mother and he put me on this table, I'm on this table, huh? I'm tattooed on his arm just like y'all want to be, okay? I'm going to be on this table until the table fall apart, okay? But anywho, I know some of these motherfuckers are so foul and so disgusting.
Oh, it's ghetto this morning. I'm telling you, it's ghetto. It is ghetto. Nah, but that was my only thing is you got on
She said herself, what'd she say? They aren't together. Because my son got word in the jail that she was out having a whole domestic violence with her ex-man. And that probably was like, God damn, I look like a...
What does she know about anything about that? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
mercy. She goes too far. She goes too far.
And to be fair, I think Blueface knew and knows about the whole Ronnie acting up and crashing out for months now, just like we all did.
Exactly. She just goes too far. And I want her to stop acting like her, and no shade to Jonathan, but I want her to stop acting like her kids are the creme de la creme of society. Okay?
That part.
I want her to stop acting like that. First of all, they were raised by her. That's already disadvantage number one. Stop acting like they better than everybody else. That's your problem.
That's Pie. What's going on?
Oh, hey, y'all! Finally made it up here.
Right? My bad.
All right, y'all.
What's up?
My adrenaline was calming down, so that's perfect timing.
Perfect.
First off, I want to say this is about Karlissa and I don't know what to call Bree, but I was on a live earlier and Bree called me out because I was rolling them out. I want to say this. Kelly did not want her to touch her. That's a sign of you're disgusting as a mother. Let's start there.
Wait, say that
Secondly,
again. What happened?
Kelly did not want her to touch her. When she came in, that's doing her little act. Y'all heard Kelly
Oh
say,
yeah. The acting thing. Callie's like, yo, get off me, move from here. Like
yay,
she didn't
you're
want to be a
disgusting.
part of any of that.
No, she didn't want her to touch her. You notice she backed up off her and she saw her face like she still proceeded on with the acting, but she was embarrassed at the same time. Yes. Secondly, this girl keep on saying, she said Chrisean had a domestic dispute with her ex as if y'all didn't entertain this boy to the point y'all made him do this. Y'all literally pushed this boy into messing with this girl. All of y'all. And Karissa, I know you had something to do with it when Chastity made that comment. Y'all remember that long comment under her post saying that Chrisean's stubborn and she need to stop being stubborn and take care of that so Junior don't go through what she went through as a child and this and that and so forth about Ronnie. Did we not forget? Or did we forget? And something else she said on the live, she with the stepson. This lady is such a manipulator and a narcissist. She said Journey thought that the stepson was her daddy. I walked in the door with him. Now, if y'all already in here and the stepson is coming in, why would you be walking in the door with him? You walked in the door to pretend as if that was their daddy, to mess with them children. Why would you mess with them children like that? And Journey went to the Bible. She is
That's
really
sad.
disturbed. And I just looked at them and I saw how I have an auntie. I keep on telling you I have an auntie act just like her. And Journey, and they went to the Bible. They went to the Bible and Journey went to the Bible and went to reading the Bible like and Bree standing up there, hi Bree, and she's sitting up there, amen. And Bree, shut up. You don't have nothing to do with this. I want somebody to touch her first. Because it's always the outsiders that should get touched first. Because mind your business. Mind your business. I'm so sick of them and I'm so over it. I am tired of Blueface and I wish Chrisean really just move on because instead of you consoling her and being there for her, you waited until she was in this vulnerable space and needed you for you to participate with the haters. Because at this point, you are keep on allowing the haters to antagonize her. And we tired.
Yep.
We tired.
Yep.
The hell with him and his family.
You know, so basically you would say Karlissa is one of them that keeps the haters, you know, gives them a goalpost, I guess, to continue what they're doing.
Yes, and blue. And blue. Because there was no way you should have did that. There was no way you should have did that at this point in time. You shouldn't have did that.
Mm-hmm.
And we tired because this was a serious situation. It's one thing for y'all to nitpick and fuss and have y'all arguments, but this right here, he really did it this time. He really did it. And she's sitting up there, girl, you hate her. Every time you say, oh, she doing a nanny boo boo. No, she spoke up for herself. Because now you got me out here looking stupid. I'm not the one who came out and said that. I kept it to myself. How she did a nanny boo boo because she protected herself and taking up for herself and self-defending herself against you all that want to see her fall. Oh, because she came out and said, oh, this is what we got going on behind closed doors. Why he want to unfollow me? Yeah, she was supposed to do that. And I think she handled it very well. But yet and still you would say, oh, I know her heart. This shows her heart. Now the whole time she been quiet, the girl got baptized. You said something about that. She's changing for the better. You can see it in her skin. You can see it in the way she handles situations that she's moving forward. Your son is keep on inserting himself. Leave her alone. All of y'all, leave her alone.
I hear that. Thanks again. That's Pie for your opinions there. We hear it, Chesley. We hear it loud and clear. There's a lot going on, and people are getting, you know, passionate about the situation. You know, Karlissa said a lot in this one live, and you know, it seems like people are most definitely upset with Brie a bit here because she was going, I guess, along with a little too much, right? That's Teresa. Do you want to add something before I finish off the video here?
No.
All right, cool.
All right, y'all. I'm about to get back out.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
A
boo.
fool again. Y'all keep blaming it on him, and he keep trying. He keep trying to give her. He keep trying to be with her. He keep trying to entertain her, and then she pop up and either she done had sex with him, or she been with him, or this one or that one. He been trying to be with her. I think he really been trying.
Yeah.
I think he really was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt and give her his heart. I really think he was trying every single time she get caught.
The episode
But God
drops
is
Monday.
giving him a taste of his own punishment because Jaden had to go through that. Every time she gave you her heart, you
Sorry, I'm trying to wrap my head around what she was talking about there, but I'll continue this and we can talk.
popped up with another one. So now you got to be with a girl that's going to show you how that feels. Meanwhile, your baby mama about to run off with the whole OnlyFans bag because these they pay top dollar for them light skinned booties, honey. They can ready to pay top dollar.
Stop.
Yeah, they sending people back. They can ready to pay top dollar for that shit. Okay, but anyway, what else we got going on today?
Not what else we have going on today.
Like that was a flex.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that was a flex. I don't get her. I just don't get her. I just don't get her. Chrisean has been out the way, minding her business. Minding her business, out the way. And people still got something to say. And Karlissa thinks going to OnlyFans is a flex. I'm not opposed to a woman working hard to take care of their children. Do what, you know what I'm saying? But don't put one down for the other. Don't put one down for the other, because I guarantee if Chrisean would have said she was going to do an OnlyFans, baby, it would have been a viral moment right now. Nah. And it wouldn't have been positive. It would have been, Karlissa would have called her every dog in the book. Every this and that in the book. She would have put her down. Like it would have made the blogs. Chrisean Rock is doing OnlyFans. Come on.
I mean, I think there was a moment when that came out, and you know that there was I guess somebody had created a page, right? You know, it was definitely taken in a different light. I'm pretty sure people can pull up the receipts from that. There is someone else here backstage. Stephanie, what's going on? How's it going?
I'm good. You know, I'm gonna just say this, and Chrisean until she leave that man alone, you ain't gonna get your full blessing. And Letrice may not be wanting to hear that, but God sent tests and trials just to see what you gonna do. That's how he works. This whole situation with Blueface, it's just that narcissistic cycle where he gaslights, he does things, and he does things without a conscience. He does not care about the effect on her. Every single time, it's a negative effect on her. It's always people laughing at her. She's always the brunt of the joke. She's always the one that's embarrassed. She's always the one. She's like a viral tool for him. A narcissist has to have something that gives them fuel, that keeps them going, that keeps them ignited. And she is that thing that does that for him. She feeds it. Until she stops feeding it, it's just going to keep going. And that's just what it is. She is his fuel. And they move without a conscience. He's beyond like a regular narcissist. He's not empathetic. He's not regretful. It's just whatever I feel like doing in that moment to please me, to make me happy, just like his mother. That's what I'm gonna do. And I don't care about how it negatively affects you. I don't care, because all I want is to feel good in the moment. I want what I want, which is what he's been getting his whole life, because his mama spoiled him from the bottom, from where he was down there now to he's grown, which is why he couldn't complete college, why he got kicked out of school, because he acted a fool because somebody don't do what he want to do. I mean, he really has a significant mental health issue, and Chrisean just need to leave that alone. Like, she seriously needs to separate herself from that situation because it's not good. Dealing with somebody like that, you'll destroy yourself, and they'll keep right on kicking and walk over you and won't even care.
I hear that. Trace.
Yeah.
Now, what you mean by you probably wouldn't want to hear that?
Because Treese is just like, oh, who told me that the last time? I heard what she said because I couldn't come up because I was at work. I mean, let me tell you something. God always send warning before destruction come. God showing Chrisean just what that little nasty nigga gonna do before he get out of jail. He's showing that he ain't changed. He's showing her. Now she got to heed his call. He's showing her. Do not fail this test. Stay with. You got to stick the course. You know what's behind door number one. You know those options. You keep running back to the same people, same circumstance, same situation, and all you getting is the same result. And every time you losing more, and you losing more, and you losing more. God put stuff. You know what? The devil couldn't do nothing to Job. He had to ask God permission to do something to Job.
You better preach now. You better preach.
He had to ask that permission. And so God say, well, let me. I know Job, but I'm gonna see what Job really about.
Come on.
He let him do it just to see what he gonna do. So when I said Chrisean failing test, that's what she doing. You think God sitting there don't know what Blueface doing? He letting her do it. He letting him do it just to see what she gonna do. And if she keep going back over there, then that's that. Just, you see, it's just a cycle. And that boy don't care. He don't care not one bit. And if people can say, oh, he do this to Jaden, he do that to Jaden, but he does not do this to Jaden. He does not do this to her. He don't do her the exact same way because it's a difference. And I don't care what nobody says. It's a difference. Men say they take care of their woman by providing for them. My stepdaddy used to tell me that. He said, your mom ain't got to pay no bills. He said, I take care of my wife. She works, she keep her money. 25 years of that. He said, any man sitting up here taking your money, baby, they ain't for you. And that was an upright, honorable Christian man. He said, even if he can't pay all the bills, y'all work and do it together. But a joker that's taken from you, he ain't for you. I'm just sorry. I feel like a lot of y'all ain't never had a real father, ain't never had a real man. And notice I said my stepfather, not my father. I love my father, but my father ain't my stepfather. He could never be the man that he is or was. Sometimes in life, you got to call a spade and a duck a duck and just acknowledge people for what it is and take it like that and keep going. That boy ain't studying that girl. And I hate to say it like that, but I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. All she is to him is something for him to put money in his pocket, clicks and views. All he doing, like the week she getting ready to go to court, this girl don't know if she gonna be locked up or free. You got girls posting videos, shaking their rump and all kind of stuff like that. Yep. How disrespectful is that? That's so inconsiderate. It's all about you. It's all about self. You should have been somewhere praying for this girl not to go to jail. She got your child. You should have been praying for her. You should have been praying that she don't go to jail. You should have been somewhere trying to do something for her. Nah, you got girls posting, clowning, shaking their butt, shaking their rump. You sitting up there and God talking about, he told me to post it. He told me to post it. Looking like they need to go take a shower.
I hear that.
Nothing God ordained about that. And people talking about that's love. I grew up seeing my daddy knock my mama head between the washer and the dryer. Ain't nothing about that shit love. And I'm going to just keep it real. I'm going to keep it a buck. Ain't nothing about that love. And she ain't doing nothing but wasting her time praying and asking God to change him because that's a waste of time. God's saying, I don't need to change him, baby. I need to change you. I need you to get in alignment with what the word tells you that love is, because I told you what it is. God tells us what love is. He tells us what a husband is supposed to do. He tells us all these things, but we want to make God do what we want him to do. Instead of praying to God, the Bible say that you ask him if it be thy will. You don't pray for God's will. You keep asking, and you say, Lord, please, please, please. But the biggest part when God prayed, when he showed the disciples how to pray, what he told them. He showed them how to pray, but then he threw in that, if it be thy will. And Chrisean praying because she love him. She feel like that's a part of her childhood where she come from. I understand that. But baby, go get you some therapy. A therapist will break all that down to you. I used to work in mental health a long, long time ago. They can break that down to you. They'll break that narcissistic cycle down to you. They'll break all that down to you and pinpoint to you just how that is. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to offend people. A lot of y'all on these streams, a lot of y'all people following this. I listen to this y'all say. I'm like, Black people we are the people that do not pursue mental health. And we do not heal ourselves. We perpetuate cycles, and we continue teaching young girls that, oh, he gonna change. Oh, nah, that's not it. That girl need to get away from him. He want her. And that's why she couldn't go out with Sexy. That's when Sexy Red when Sexy Red, my boo, all these people trying to work with her, putting her on billboard, putting her in places where she never been before. That wasn't them people. That was people was sent by God. But she couldn't hear it. She couldn't receive it because she still want to be with him. Just like soon as he say something to her, she delete everything off her page. She delete her bio. She do this. She drop everything trying to please him. And every single time she does that, what people doing? They sit back watching. And what they saying? Oh, see, she's still on that bullshit. She's still on that foolishness. I can't work with somebody like that. Cause soon as that nigga
I hear
say something,
you. Now there's a lot you're giving us to think about here, but like the chat's saying, you know, a lot of truth speaking here. You know, I hear you. You know, I guess, you know, like some people say, easier said than done when you're on the outside looking in at some points, right? You know, we also do know that I think, you know, Chrisean is trying to, you know, just take the necessary steps that she feels to herself is necessary to potentially, I guess, perhaps keep her family whole and to do all that, you know, but I do, you know, hope that like you said, with a lot of things that you said, that she does kind of follow through with those steps on, you know, moving on, you know, when she feels, you know, the need to, for sure. Treese, you want to add something to that? Because the reason why I was bringing you up as well when I was saying Treese, you know, because she did say you might not want to hear this, and I was kind of shocked that she said that, because a lot of times when, you know, we communicate, I think either on live or, you know, behind the scenes, you know, I think a lot of the concerns and things that she had brought up were things that, you know, we have also wondered or still kind of, you know, think about, but at the same time, just respecting their process on, you know, what they're doing, and I guess how they choose to do it, right?
Yeah, no, I don't listen, I don't disagree. I understood what she was saying, why she was saying it, where she was coming from.
Exactly, 100%. And that's what I was saying. I didn't think that you would really disagree with that at all. But that's what it is, you know. Chrisean gave us an update. You know, a lot of times we kept saying this week.
What's her name? I'm sorry. What was her name in the chat?
She's still here. Stephanie, you're there, right? You have to unmute yourself, Stephanie. We can't, or maybe I have to unmute you. Let me see. Go ahead, Stephanie. Stephanie, you're good. We can hear you now.
Is
I'm
Stephanie
sorry.
Wilson?
I'm sitting up here talking about I need to. Sorry.
Oh, we can't really hear you again now.
Huh?
No, I think Treese wanted to know your name in the chat.
Oh, Stephanie Wilson.
Okay, Stephanie.
Oh, okay, so it is the same. Okay. Cool. All right, well, thanks again for your opinions, all right?
Thank you, Stephanie.
So I mean, there you have it. Like I said, you know, I think we reviewed, you know, what happened yesterday, you know, the whole thing about the tattoos. Is the marriage real? You know, is Blueface removing the tattoos right now? If you missed all that, you know, catch us on the replay. And do leave your comments below, because we do check that out. You know, we've seen a bit of Karlissa's acting. You know, I think we gave people an opportunity to come up and, you know, share their opinions on the matter for today. And I don't know, Trace, did you have any final thoughts? Anything else that you wanted to kind of say before we end the show today?
I just wanted to say, has anybody seen Nemo lately? I just wanted to ask.
Well, good question, actually, because Nemo allegedly just posted something on Instagram saying that he's going to potentially look into suing the security guard for assault.
Baby, that man pushed Nemo back up into his daddy nuts.
Listen, that's what Nemo is saying. Nemo is saying that he's going to potentially go after them for assault. You know, I guess Nemo didn't realize half the things he was doing, but that's what's going on right now with Nemo, Trees. Apparently he's going to go after the security guard.
Nemo got pushed so hard, baby, I couldn't do nothing but holler. I was screaming. I said, Nemo got pushed back into the start of creation.
Sorry, go ahead. I just wanted to put it up there, but you can go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
For those who missed it, for those who missed it, this is what Teresa is referring to when the security, was exercising, I guess, part of his I don't know if it's right. Like, I don't know. I agree. I disagree with the whole pushing part, but you got to restrain the people or try to get them under control until the police get there and all that kind of stuff.
Now push that woman down.
You know what I'm saying? But you can see Nemo gets tossed, like we were all kind of mentioning earlier, that would have occurred, if a man had stepped in and tried to protect the situation. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it, I think over and over and over again, he tried to, get Ronnie to calm down, but then Ronnie started touching property and start doing things, and I guess he used force to get him away from the property, which, as you can see, it still kind of ends up on the floor and all that kind of stuff. But for most people, that was an interesting part from yesterday. We do have Electra here backstage. What's going on, Electra? How are you, Electra?
I'm fine. Good evening, everybody. I just love you and Letrice. I follow Letrice all the time.
Yes, you do.
And I want to come from the angle of a behavioral analyst. And I'm going to say this. It really hurts me when I see so much judgment going on. I work under a code of ethics. I do. And and Letrice knows the first thing I'm going to do is pray. I'm not going to sit up and judge people. Because I'm 61 years old. I've been through a lot. And I'm going to tell you and Letrice, a lot of people coming up on y'all stage and they're saying these things. These are personal judgments without really sitting down and having a one-on-one conversation with this young man and this young woman who we all know have a history of broken, right?
Yeah.
Under my code of ethics, even dealing with like some of my history of working with, parents of murdered children. My husband was a pastor for 32 years. I'm going to tell y'all, everybody talking about, oh, she need to do this, she need to do that, she need to go get a better man. I'm telling you, I was around people, I'm talking leaders in churches, was treating they wives worse than this, what we're, seeing.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say I know everything. I would never say that. I highly respect my profession. I would never get up here and say, Chrisean ought to do this, Chrisean ought to do that, Chrisean, Blue ought to do this, Blue is that. But I'm not going to do that. I haven't had the opportunity to sit down and assess these people. Because to be honest with y'all, there's a lot going on with both of them that none of us are seeing, and that's the human part.
Yep.
That's the human part to them. And whether people want to say it or not, and I work as a legal advocate for 10 years. I've done a lot of footwork in this, stuff like this. My thing is, I wish people would be more open-minded like you guys are. That's what I like about y'all. Y'all are so positive. Y'all don't come up with all this negative stuff. The thing of it is, if before I judge you, I'm gonna pray and ask God to help where he knows, because God see what we don't see. Everybody talking about what God doing. We not God. We're professionals, or we're caring individuals. But these people are humans, and they're going to error. And is it always right? Is it always something we want to see? No. But I'll pray for you before I sit up and judge you. Because one thing I know, I can say as a 61-year-old woman right now, man, I went through so much. And you know who did me the worst? Was the people I was closest to. But I took that energy and turned it, and I've had church hurt. Even trying to go through stuff, turn to the church. I've had church hurt. That's what I wanted to say. Everybody needs to stop the judgment and ask God to lead these people. Ask God to show them the way. Because to me, it's just me. I feel as a professional, as a behavioral analyst, there's a lot of judging going on. There's a lot of it. Just step back. And some of these people, they're not really her supporters. They've been granted an opportunity to come up and, you know, spew personal stuff. That's all I'm saying. And I hope
I agree.
I'm just coming from a professional perspective and a spiritual. I feel like I'm a warrior in God's army. I feel like Letrice is there. I got the opportunity. Letrice don't know how honored I feel just because she accepted me on a prayer line. I feel honored to be a part of that group. That's how much I respect y'all. I don't know about nobody else, but I respect y'all.
And I appreciate you for sure.
And you know I love you.
I know you do. I know you do.
Thanks again, Lecture, for sharing your opinion. We appreciate you. We also do have Gemini here as well. Gemini, what's going on?
Hey, Blue Rock. Hey, Letrice.
Hey.
So I just wanted to say a couple of things. I watch and I'm in the chat all the time. I mean, I try to catch the lives as often as I can. I just feel like there are a lot of people that's judging Chrisean, judging Blueface. I just feel like Chrisean is stepping into the person that God called her to be. I feel like no man on earth knows what walk God has on her life. And if God put her here on this earth to save Blueface life and what he going through, I don't know. I've been in the Bible all my life. I made tremendous mistakes. I lost my faith, but I came back and God gave me a new lease on life. So I look at things a little different. I just think that what's going on right now, it was compared to some of the stories.
You're just cutting out a bit there. I'm not sure about everybody else, but Gemini, you're cutting out for me. Trace, is she cutting out for you?
I am,
as well?
and when I'm
Yes,
talking about.
Sorry, Gemini, you're cutting in and out there. We do have another caller behind here as well. Miss Boone, I think. Boone, what's going on?
Hello, how y'all doing?
Good, yourself?
Good, and you?
I'm doing fine. So I just wanted to say was so many people have to stop trying to live themselves through Chrisean. That's where people get things mixed up. But just because they had a situation or they went through everything is different. Her testimony is not yours. Her life with Blue is not yours with Bobby or whoever. So you got to stop doing it. And please know, I love Chrisean like she's my niece. But Chrisean have her ways. And I've been watching Chrisean and Blue for a long, long time. Blue is a alpha man. And hell, Chrisean is alpha too. You hear him say he'll tell her one thing, and then he'll say, well, Chrisean just gonna do what Chrisean wanna do. And you even hear her say the last time when she was at his house and he made her mad, and she said, well, I just started saying all these mean things to him and everything because he made me mad. I sure did. Well, she's not perfect and he's not perfect either. Both Blue come from, if we're looking at Karlissa, we already know what his raising looked like. So he don't know too much of nothing coming from her. And Chrisean didn't come from a lot of good either. Both of them need counseling and learn how to love each other the proper way. Learn how to handle conflict. Learn how to handle things when it does come up. Because look at this. When Chrisean went out there, when Chrisean told him, oh, this guy walked up on me and my child is like, the first thing an alpha male like Blue, he is an alpha male. The first thing gonna come to his mind is, I won't dare protect. He gonna start feeling sorry for himself for not being there to protect her. But then, instead of him knowing how to handle it the right way, he took it out on her and told her, well, you shouldn't have went out. And then they probably got to arguing and all that kind of stuff like that, all because it. So he's upset with her because he couldn't be there to protect her, and upset with himself. But he don't know how to handle things because his mother didn't teach him, because she don't know how to do it. She used the internet to handle everything. So both Chrisean and Blue both need counseling. Neither one of them is perfect, and neither one of them know how to handle this thing right, because neither one of them had that figure in their life growing up to show them how to do it the right way. So I feel like they both need counseling, and both of them does things. Chrisean know how to trigger Blue, and Blue know how to trigger her, and all this triggering going on. And once they pile it up, neither one of them know how to handle it. So I don't think he's a bad person. We all look at what he's raised by. I'm not gonna say that. I was the same way with my husband. I've been with my husband for 25 years. I'm only 42 years old. But at first I was horrible. He tell me go left, I go right. He tell me did this, I do the opposite. Because I'm like, nobody gonna tell me what to do. Nobody gonna rule me. And I was told, when we would sit down by a pastor in the council, they was like, listen, the man is supposed to lead. And until you allow him to do it, y'all gonna stay bumping heads. Y'all gonna stay arguing. Y'all gonna stay doing this. Y'all gonna stay doing that.
Yep.
Okay? Man, my husband fought.
I was about to say, well, we thank you so much. We definitely do. I agree. I thank you.
I heard that. I hear that as well. And you guys, we're coming close to the end of the show because, it's a midday show. You know how it is. We be trying to juggle the midday show as well as getting the other duties done. And it is a Sunday. Now, Jackie, I do see you backstage. Your camera is on. I can bring you on for a minute. Just so you can share some thoughts quickly. And then we're gonna end the show. So anybody else who wants to say something, just say it in the chat right now while you can, or catch us on the replay and hit a comment. Drop those blue diamonds and stuff, and don't forget to hit the like, because show us some support. Hit the like, share the video. What's going on, Jackie? What's up?
Now, what's going on? How you guys doing today?
Good. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm just here to say, I feel like people just need to leave Rock and leave Blue. Leave them alone. They are young. We've all been there. The only difference is they're just publicized and we're not. But a lot of things that Chrisean is doing and Blue is doing, they're doing it behind the scene. They're just not going to say that that's what they're doing, but they're going to point the finger at her or point the finger at him. Leave them young kids alone and let them live their life. Let them live their life. It's this such thing called young love.
I hear that.
Young love.
That. You know what I mean? They're still
They'll be
figuring
okay.
it out. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah, so I just called to just say that. You're going to get me on here from time to time. I know you guys are running out of time right now, but you'll get me on here and I'll have plenty more to say.
Yes, we appreciate you. So make sure you do come up for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys too. Have a good day.
You too. All right, Trace. So I know you're juggling like different jobs at once right now and doing your thing. So, I do think, I think we thank everybody here for being here with us, all 470 of you plus. Now, don't forget to catch the replay. So as soon as the video or live's done, go into it again and, drop a comment, drop your opinion in there on the comment side for those, who may need to see what's up and what's going on and your stance and so on. Trace, any final words before we go?
If anybody sent me any messages, I'm not ignoring anybody. I was on IG restriction for messages because a window licker came in my DMs and I ate them up. So they suspended me. But I should be off punishment probably in another 3 hours. So I'll respond then. Thank you.
Right. So yeah. So if anybody's trying to reach out to her, she does have a backup page. I think. Do you have the bio on your main page to your backup page?
Yep. It's just the same thing except with the 2 at the end.
Okay, there you go. So you can follow the backup page as well. And so, but that backup page it's strict access only.
Yeah.
So get ready for all that. You might not be accepted. I think.
You might. I got 175 requests right now.
But anyhow, we do thank you guys for being here again. Don't forget to hit the like button. And until next time, we'll be here trying to figure out what's going on and try to bring you guys the latest and hottest tea. So, until next time, Chase, I'll talk to you later. And peace out, everyone.
Talk to y'all.